I had a friend that wasn't a furry, and I am, and we were friends for a long time, and when I told him I was a furry, he stopped being friends with me.
What's up, fellas? What's up, ladies? Plural. And I guess you guys too. Today I'm going to be talking about some neckbeards. A lot of y'all been asking me to do this, so I guess I'll frickin' make this video. Some of you are a little afraid of what I might say, because I was dissing on girls in my gamer girl video, and you guys are like, yo, leave the neckbeards alone. Just leave the neckbeards alone. Well, I can't, bro. It's gotta be said. I've been stinging women's asses for a few videos now. It's time to turn on the boys a little. So what exactly do I mean by neckbeard? Well, I could go on, give you tons of examples and explanations and bring up the freaking dictionary and do a bunch of shit like that. Or I could just show you this.
Alright, you guys, it's your favorite fat, ugly, greasy neckbeard here today, and I'm going to answer a specific question a lot of you fucking assholes want to ask me all the time. And that number one question is, why don't you shave your neckbeard, you fat fuck? Well, first of all, the reason I don't shave my neckbeard is because I made an agreement with a certain person. Her name is Chelsea. I made an agreement with her that I would grow my beard and not cut my hair for an entire year. I've been doing it since January 1st, and I'm going to keep doing it until January 1st. Because I'm going to try to show a little commitment to the day or whatever you want to call it that I made.
You starting to get the idea yet? No? Well then have some more of this guy. That's right, I'm throwing Furbies in here too. Furbies? Furries? Whatever the hell they are.
Now I know, yada 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 yada, sex, bullshit, that's all they do. No! That's not what it's about. That is not what it's about, you fucking assholes. Seriously, stop listening to stereotypes. Get to know us. The ones that only have sex are not furries. They aren't. They're the bad apples in the basket. If you know what I mean. A few bad apples ruin a basket.
Now I probably should have took them one at a time and then talked about them instead of sticking them together like that bullshit. And then I'm gonna have to make you remember back, but I already edited it like that, and I don't feel like fixing it. So fuck it, we're gonna do this. If you don't like it, you can just rewind it. All right. So let's deal with the first guy, Mr. Greasy, the huge neckbeard, you know, fat dude, Mr. Greasy. There's a whole lot of fail there, dude. I mean, I don't even know where to start. But let's start with the fact that he says he grew out his giant neck beard because some bitch told him to do it. And you know that bitch friend-zoned him. Ain't no way in hell he's tapping it. That's just all kinds of wrong. She friend-zoned him and then tricked him into growing an ugly-ass beard. Well, I mean, you know, who's to say? It might look worse if he shaved. But I got a theory here. I got a narrative. I think I know who this guy really is. It's Music Display. You remember who that is? Surely you do. So Mr. Greasy here was having a bad day. He just got 3 comments on his YouTube video and everyone said he was fat and ugly. So he decided to go on Twitch, where he met Nicole Slaw. She was so pretty. She smiled at him. She said she wanted to get into shape. She was raising money to help her family out. What else could he do but give her $50? He said in chat that he would do anything for her. She asked him to make a solemn promise for her. Don't cut your hair, she said, and grow out a very large and greasy neckbeard. Can you do that for me? Mr. Greasy said yes. Yes, I will do that for you. I swear. And he also became a subscriber. Later that day, he went back to YouTube and he saw a video of a girl, a gamer girl, and he thought, she's like me. Maybe we could be friends. And he clicked on it.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And more of this shitty fucking song. Thanks for more of this shitty fucking song. No one likes
My
this
cock
song.
is in your bum.
No one likes this song.
You
No one wants
filthy
to listen
fucking
to
slut,
it.
and next I'll do your mum. You pair of dirty fucking moles, now suck my dick. You wrap your lips.
So he rushed into a porta potty and transformed into Captain Save-A-Ho. And that's pretty much how it went down. That's why people get so pissy when they come to my channel. They see me coming up here, calling out all the sluts and the whores, and it pisses them off because they've been sitting whacking at the girls doing jumping jacks. That's their version of a relationship. So they tip their fedora and come to their so-called ladies' defense. And it ain't any different with old Furby and his fedora and the toilet paper he's talking into. Don't you think it's kind of funny if you look through the comments on my first Gamer Girl video that almost all the pissy, moaning comments are from dudes? I got a couple feminazis coming up bitching at me, but almost all of the pissed off comments are from dudes, from neckbeards. And what's so surprising is how easy it was to find footage for this video. Neckbeards rarely leave their house, and they love to make videos of themselves.
My root problem with Alessia is that she's supposed to be all-knowing, all-caring, all-powerful, and I think they want us to believe she's benevolent. It sounds like an easy sell, but when life in Equestria is just turning completely to crap, you really have to wonder why our princess deemed it necessary to trust the threat of the moon demi-goddess threatening to shroud the world in eternal darkness.
So this dude has a neckbeard, a fedora, and he's a brony.
It's over 9,000!
This guy thought it'd be a good idea to bring his brony shit to school with him.
What do you consider manly? Some would say Arnold Schwarzenegger and his muscles. Others would say Sylvester Stallone and his amazing job of justice. And some would even say Bruce Campbell and that chin. But what does an oddball such as myself consider manly? My Little Pony, friendship is magic.
This is why we need bullies. And I'm not even joking. That dude seriously needs to get his ass whipped. When I was in high school, if I would have rolled up into school wearing a My Little Ponies t-shirt, I would have gotten my ass whipped. Probably twice. First by all the white dudes and then by all the black dudes. Just for good measure. These brony guys, this is all just symptomatic of this modern notion that you can just redefine your gender however you want. This guy thinks, well, if you like Arnold, maybe that can be manly. And if you like My Little Pony, maybe that can be manly. That's not the way it works, bro. Human beings have biological imperatives, both male and female. What the hell does that mean? That means we have instincts. For example, males are often stronger and more aggressive than females. This is not just like a random fucking thing. It's because throughout history, throughout human history since caveman times, males went out and killed shit and got themselves killed. Women, not so much. And those genetic memories and imperatives are still operating in our blood, okay? It's still running around in our frickin' reptile brain. Being a man means grabbing a fucking spear and shoving it up a woolly mammoth's ass, not petting little ponies. Little ponies, that's for little girls, dude. I mean, I think, do I really need to explain this? You can't just switch the narrative and say little ponies are for men, and to be a man means you like little ponies. Life doesn't work that way. You can't just redefine any fucking thing you want just because you happen to like it. Now, if this dude wants to roll in and say, hey, I like little ponies because I want to be a little girl, well, fuck, I don't know. Good luck with that, bro. But you can't roll in and say little ponies somehow represent manhood, because there's no part of manhood that involves small pink ponies. Alright, that's just fucking science, alright? It's science. And you may wonder, why am I all of a sudden going off on bronies? I thought this was about neckbeards. It's all the same shit, man. Neckbeards, bronies, Furbies, all this crap. All this redefining of frickin' manhood. And these frickin' young dudes are buying into this bullshit, and our society is embracing it. And they're basically becoming a big pack of freaking whiny losers. But here's the real stick up the ass. We have this big, increasingly feminized society that tells men, you know, don't be so aggressive, don't be a fucking medieval barbarian tromping around, destroying everything and full of testosterone. Be who you are, you know, embrace your feminine side, be more soft, be more understanding. And so you got guys playing with little ponies and shit like that. But guess what? Chicks don't like those guys. Let's take the Neckbeards' favorite stream slut. This one they all want to rush in and say, no, you can't talk about her. You can't talk about her. She's different. She's different, damn it. I'm talking about Tara Babcock, right? Now, according to her own profile, she doesn't have boyfriends. She only has friends with benefits, which basically means she just likes to fuck a lot of people. But she ain't fucking no neckbeards, bro. She's fucking dudes like this. Roided out gym bros who spend a lot of time frickin' lifting iron. And frickin' I see geeks everywhere on sites pissed off about it. What the hell is she doing with him? She could do so much better. Why would she be with a guy like that? All he does is lift weights. When you guys gonna wake up, man? You've been sold a lie. Because at the end of the day, you can make up any stories you want, but nature always wins. Alright, story time. I actually got 2 stories I want to tell you today. They're both about me, so I'm gonna get a little personal in this video. So the first one is why I no longer play Magic the Gathering and really go to game shops anymore. First of all, I used to play Magic. I thought it was a really cool card game. I'm talking about, you know, the actual, you know, holding cardboard cards in your hand, not the online version or whatever. And I played this game for, you know, a few years. I really got interested in, you know, the intellectual strategies, deck building, and sort of metagaming that went on in the game. It's a cool ass game. But I got to the point where I just could not stand the dudes that hung out at gamer shops anymore. The last time I went to a Magic tournament, it was actually me and Almighty Zen Taco. We went together, and because we were both playing at the time, and there was this dude there. His gut was so damn big that he would rest his cards, you know, in his hand. He would rest them on his stomach when he wasn't playing, and he had like this giant 1-gallon jug of Mountain Dew that he was slurping on, and it was dribbling down his neck beard, and it was just so nasty. And the dude smelled so bad, you could smell him from two tables away. And I was freaking gagging on that shit. And he wasn't the only one. There was other dudes there too that were just greasy and stinky and nasty. And it's just it's so disgusting. And there's times I don't even want to be a gamer because of people like this. And the nastiest thing of all about that day, fuck, I don't even want to say it, it's so bad, is I got freaking jock itch from that Magic tournament. Now you might be wondering, how do I know I got jock itch from that tournament? Well, first of all, I'm a very clean person, and so that's just not something that happens to me, generally speaking. And I was playing against this dude that was reaching down his frickin' pants, and I thought the dude was whacking it, like while we were playing, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on? He was like that dude off of Sons of Anarchy, man. And I was like, dude, what are you? I'm like, are you frickin' jacking off? He's like, no, I got jock itch. It itches really bad. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding? I'm like, you're going in the pants. You're like fucking touching my cards and shit. And I was like, what the fuck? And so like I just freaking forfeited the game. I mean, maybe that was a strategy or something to fucking infect people. I don't know if that's really against the rules, like the Magic the Gathering tournament rules or what. But the dude got jock itch on my fucking cards. And I went and I washed my hands and shit, but it was all over my cards and stuff, I guess, because the freaking next day I had freaking jock itch on my balls. So that's just all kinds of nasty. You know, I guess I touched the cards and then I took a piss or something like that. I don't even know how this happens. I don't even know. But I got freaking jock itch from another dude. No homo. So between the gagging smells and catching, you know, fungus diseases and shit, I don't really like hanging out the gamer shops all too much anymore. Now let's say you're a neckbeard and you've made it this far. You're still listening to old Spacelord, and you're thinking, fuck, he's right. I stink. I got a greasy ass beard. I'm socially awkward. What the fuck am I gonna do about this? Everybody fucking hates me. You know, kind of like that first greasy neckbeard guy who's like obviously self-loathing. Or even the Brony giving the presentation, you could hear the exasperation in his voice when he had to say, I think manliness is My Little Pony, friendship is magic. Well, before I get into it, I got my second story. You remember I told you I had 2 stories. Alright. So when I was younger, I'm talking like 13, 14, a little bit of 15, I was not the cool ass dude that I am today. I was a freaking fat, dorky, antisocial kid. To make matters worse, we were so poor that my mama got all our clothes at frickin' Goodwill. So, you can imagine how that worked out for me. And I tried to keep my head down and just chill in the back of the class and like read comic books or whatever. But it never worked out because, you know, bullies come up and smack me in the head and shit. When I look back at the person that I was when I was a kid, I can't even recognize that person, to be honest. I mean, I was young, you know, I was a kid, and I was still trying to figure out what it meant to be a man, and God knows we don't have a lot of good examples nowadays. There was 3 big events that really changed my nature and changed how I deal with life. The first one happened when I was 15. A new girl moved to our school. She was pretty hot, but for whatever reason she got on the shit list of the cool girls, and so she wasn't popular at all because, you know, they kind of kicked her out of the cool people club. She didn't know who anybody was at school or anything like that, and I managed to convince her that I was a pretty fucking cool guy. Don't ask me how I managed to do that. I think I was divinely inspired. Long story short, one summer afternoon in a barn loft, I got that chick naked and, you know, lost my virginity and gained at least the beginnings of my manhood. There's a reason why when a guy loses a virginity, they'll say she made a man out of him. It really does have part of the equation worked in there. The second major thing that happened to me that kind of formed me as I am now is when I was 18 and I went into the US Army. I'll tell you this, I don't care who you are, the Army will make a fucking man out of you because it does not give a shit for your feels. You're there to run, carry shit around, and kill shit. These are all pretty manly activities. So step 1, I got laid. Step 2, I learned to kill shit in the Army, which led to me getting laid even more. Step 3 didn't come until a bit later, and that's when I discovered the Iron Temple. I'm talking about free weights in the frickin' gym. To me, in my mind, lifting weights is so synonymous with masculinity that if you don't fucking lift, you're not even really properly a man, dude. I mean, you know, unless you're like some frickin' farm laborer carrying around bales of hay and shit all day, but then you are lifting, right? You're lifting fucking hay. You're lifting something. Or if you're a, you know, a frickin' landscaper, or you work heavy manual labor and you fucking, you know, you're strong as shit because of that. You know what I'm saying? You use your frickin' body. You use your muscles. Now, I know a lot of frickin' gamer guys, you know, geeky dudes that are like, you know, there's no way I would go into a fucking gym with those meatheads and lift weight. They're all a bunch of idiots, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, you're just doing the same stupid stereotypes that people do to you. I've met a shit ton of really fucking smart people and people that had their shit together frickin' lifting some heavy ass iron in the gym. I don't even know how to emphasize frickin' lifting weights enough. When you lift weights as a man, it takes what you are and it makes it better. Alright? Here recently, because of some circumstances, I actually didn't get into the gym for 3 whole weeks, which is like an eternity for anyone who, you know, is on a progression and is on a training program. Because first my frickin' gym closed and I was having trouble finding another one, and then I thought I found one that would work out, and then I got frickin' really sick, and I'm still kind of getting over that. And it wasn't until today that I finally hit the frickin' gym again. And even from those 3 weeks of being out, I started noticing all kinds of problems. My mood was off. I just wasn't as positive and confident as I usually am. Have trouble sleeping. Just all kinds of shit. When you lift weights, it sorts your body out. And I'm not going to make this video or this channel into like a fitness channel. So if you don't know shit about lifting weights, go look up starting strength. Go look up 5x5 programs, freaking go to Reddit, fitness, you know, do whatever. I mean, there's shit out there, okay? But you would not believe how differently people treat you when you walk around with visible muscles. Both men and women. You get more respect from men, and you get a hell of a lot of attention from women. Because listen, bros, a lot of women try to hide it, or they're a little less forthcoming about their sexual desires or whatever. But I tell you what, women are sexual creatures, alright? And they're attracted to a fit male, right? It's freaking biological imperatives, man. It all goes back. A dude who is strong and athletic is someone that can protect the tribe. Why do you think in fucking video games, you know, like all the heroes, they're not like couch potato dudes. They're freaking ripped. They're strong. They're athletic. They're warriors, right? Even we don't even trust a couch potato in our damn games. And if a woman looks at you and she thinks, I could probably kick that dude's ass, then you just kind of went down about 40 notches in her reptile brain. Do not underestimate how much instinct and sexual biology determines the way we act and the decisions that we make in life and how we treat people. I mean, as my gamer girl video show, you know, you get a girl and you put her on stream, fuck, it doesn't even matter if she can play the game. She looks good, people will flock to her. You know, this is the same shit with males, alright? If you look good, if you take care of yourself, you know, people are going to treat you better and you're going to feel better. And if you build up strength, let me just tell you, man, just knowing you can rip 400 or 500 pounds up off the ground and pick that up, it changes the way you walk around. It changes the way you look at the world. No matter how modern and civilized and cushy our modern society may be, we have primitive caveman bodies, and these bodies are not meant to be sitting in a computer chair all day. They're not built for it. Our hormonal systems are not built for it. We're meant to run, to fight, to lift, to work. Our bodies are built for that, and when we don't do that, when we put our bodies into a whacked out situation, this begins to affect our minds as well. This is why, quite frequently, people who do not physically engage themselves are some depressed people. So ultimately, this is a message of love, bros. I love my bros. No homo. Alright? Stop throwing money at sluts who just laugh at your ass later, and take that money and invest in yourself and become a better man. And if you become a better man, you can meet real women who aren't just trying to frickin' get in your wallet. You will meet women who are interested in you. And no, it's not shallow, okay? It's not shallow that a woman is interested in your biceps any more than it's shallow that us guys like a nice shapely ass, alright? This is why human species frickin' reproduces, and that's how you got here, okay? Somebody wanted to have sex with somebody, right? That's the way frickin' it works. So just accept it. Don't sit around moaning about it. It's human biology, man. I got one final point to make, and then I'm going to be done. I can't believe I've frickin' talked this long already. When I criticize neckbeards, I'm not criticizing beards. Beards are cool as shit if you can grow a proper one, and if you take care of it. You know, if you look like this dude, or this dude, or this guy, then you got your beard on point. If you're looking like this guy, well, then you got some issues and you just need to get rid of that shit. So if you're gonna have a beard, have a proper fucking beard, or else just shave that shit off, man. Scalp it. And if you can't grow a proper beard, you probably need to go lift some more fucking weights because your testosterone's too damn low. Testosterone gets raised up when you lift iron. I don't know if you knew that or not, but it's true. But anyway, I'm done with this. I think I've covered everything I need to say, but I'm sure you fuckers in the comments will be like, wow, Spacelord, what about this? You didn't talk about this, and all kinds of shit, just like everybody did with my Gamer Girl videos. But everybody was bitching at me because I was being so hard on the women, and I wasn't talking about the guys who were throwing money at them. So there we go. I kicked him in the balls, and then I gave him a hug afterwards. No homo. So to all my space monkeys out there, I hope you learned something useful out of this video. You know, if you did, give me a like, leave me a comment, you know, all that regular bullshit people say at the end of these fucking videos. Whatever. I'm done.